Hi friends, this is Miss Sadie from the Frederick County Boys and Girls Club. Today I'm going to do a super quick video about natural dyeing of clothes. So you can use all kinds of things to dye your clothing and sheets, anything, any kind of textile or fiber that is white. You can use vegetables like carrots, beets, onion skins, which is what we're going to do today. You can use purple cabbage. You can use turmeric as well. That's a root. You can use black tea. And you can even use certain bugs. So this is the way that people have been dyeing their clothing for a really long time. Since people started dyeing clothes, they have been doing it with things that you find naturally all over. And so today we're gonna dye a shirt that I have. It's just a normal white tank top, and the only really thing that I have to dye right now. But we're gonna dye it using the peel of a purple onion or a red onion. Some people call it both of those names. But you can also use the skin of other kinds of onions to dye clothing as well. And they all produce really different and beautiful, vibrant colors. Mine today, usually when you use a red onion or a purple onion, it comes out to be kind of like pinkish orangey. But I only am using the skin from one large onion for the whole shirt. So we'll just see. We'll see what it looks like. I'm really excited to show y'all and see the results myself. So the steps that I have already taken were to start soaking the shirt in water, just normal water. So we want to soak our fabric before we dye it so it can accept the color all uniformly and evenly. So if we didn't soak the item of clothing or whatever we were dyeing first in water for about an hour, it would be harder for it to be like an even color distribution on the shirt. And that could actually be really beautiful if you were to kind of tie it up in a knot or do kind of like tie-dye, like natural tie-dye. You could get a pattern if you put a dry shirt in as well, but I'm just going to do, I've been soaking mine, so we're just going to do a uniform dye. So that was my first step. My second step was to rinse off the onion skins that I had. So I rinsed them off with cold water and put them in a pot that I'll show you in a couple minutes. And I put warm water in that pot. I really just put as much as I felt I needed to fully submerge the shirt. And I've been heating it on the stove. So when I put the onion pieces in the water, it was just clear water and onion pieces, but really, really quickly, the water started to turn into a different color. So that's what I'll show you right now. So you can see that the onion skin has really given this water a nice color. And it has only been about 20 minutes. So not even an hour. It's recommended that you do this for an hour, depending on what color that you want and how deep you want the color to be and how vibrant. This is what I'm soaking my shirt in, just a normal water and a normal bowl. So I'm gonna give that probably about 20 more minutes. That would be, I believe, 40 minutes total. But like I said, you can let the skins sit for as long as you want, depending on what color you want your clothing to be. But again, it's a big experiment because you never know, you just never know what it's gonna look like, what kind of different, it just depends on the minerals that the onion has been exposed to. It depends on if it's old or new, or what if you mix, maybe you wanted to mix red onions and yellow onion skins together. So we'll just see, it'll be a surprise. While we're waiting, I did want to talk a little bit about pH. So if I wanted to make this especially works well with red cabbage. If I were to do this same process with red cabbage and I would want it to alter the color myself, I could either make the pH lower or higher. So more acidic things, like lemon juice is what you would use if you were doing this at home, are going to make the color of your dye more red. And then if you added baking soda, which is a base, that would make your dye a little more greeny bluey. So that's just an interesting thing about pH, and that is also why when I'm all done with this and I'm rinsing my shirt, it's really important that I use pH neutral soap to rinse it out so I don't influence the color. Yeah. All right, so our time is up. I'm happy with the color of this water. As you can see here, our onion skins really did lose a lot of their color. Yeah. You could probably have left it in for a little longer, but I was happy with it just like this. So what I've done is I have poured out the water that my shirt was soaking in and kind of squeezed it out just a little. And now I'm going to put it into my dye really carefully. This is something that you definitely want the help of a trusted adult with because the water is hot. So I'm going to slowly you can see how it's just white right now. I'm going to just kind of let it go into the pot and try to fully submerge it like that. And I'm going to just keep checking on it probably every 20 minutes. This is a process that you can just choose how long you want to do this for. So you want to leave it heating for 30 minutes to an hour, and then you can let the fabric, turn off the stove, and you can let the fabric sit in there for as long as you want. Again, depending on how dark you want it to be. So we'll check back soon. So here is our finished product. It's very light because I only used one onion and I didn't leave it in for a super long time. But here it is. It's a little orangey. It's hard to tell in the video, but I'm super happy with the results. I did want a lighter color, so this is great. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can email me, or you can comment, or however you feel most comfortable. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you're staying safe and healthy. Bye!